Well, hello there my friends. Thanks for clicking on this video. I hope you're all keeping well on this bank holiday weekend. Before I start tomorrow's tips, I'd like to ask you all to wish me well for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 1st of June. And I'm going to make it my goal to completely walk away from alcohol and cigarettes. It's something I have to do. Now, I've been drinking very heavy for the last 4 years, 2022. I was homeless. Now, I'm not going to go into all that. This is a horse racing video. Go back to my channel if you want to watch the video of how I became homeless. Thank God everything is all good now. Plus, I'm going to throw in a couple of different videos every week about nature. Walking through the woods, walking through the river, walking up the riverbank, and so on and so forth. Just to change the channel a little, plus to get out of the house. Because if I'm going to give up the drink and the fags, I can't be sitting in the house for 10 or 12 hours a day. So I'm going to be going out and about and getting plenty of exercise. So wish me the best of luck, please. Because I'm going to do it. Now, today was a weird kind of day at Kilbeggin and LISTOWEL. I started off fairly poorly with my tips in last night's video, but I finished with a bang. Finished with a bang. Now I hope some of you are following these horses, because I'm going to make a serious video at some stage. Do you know what I mean? Now I didn't back it in today again. I'll just run through last night's video. Kilbeggin. First race, unseated. Second race, pulled up. That's some tipping. The third race, nowhere. Fourth race, nowhere. Fifth race, finished third. The sixth race, I had a lovely winner with that man I mentioned, Brian Hayes. He had a treble yesterday at 2 different meetings, some jockey. He absolutely ramped up in the 5 o'clock. Warriors Wood, 4-1, ramped up. The last race of Kilbeggin, 0. Now there was a savage gamble today at Kilbeggin. This will just show you how a horse racing goes, and you all know this. 22s into 3-1. And finished 7th. Right, move on quickly to LISTOWEL. That's today's race and last night's video. I had an 8-1 each way in the first race. Finished third, still a winner. Second race, nothing. The third race, I had an each way winner, finished second at 12-1. Fourth race, fourth. Fifth race, nothing. Sixth race, a non-runner. Some had to pick out non-runners. And the final race at LISTOWEL, I had the winner number 5, gamble from 6-4 into 8-13. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 winners but I have two more, right? If you watched last night's video, I went to Torsk. I went to Torsk for my naps. Now, my first nap was in the 4:15 at 9 to 2, right? Now this is professional tipping, right? The 4:15 at Torsk today, my nap finished 12 of fucking 12, stone last. But I pulled it off in the big race today. Now you won't ever hear of many people doing this. It was probably pure luck, but I still picked them out. In the 5:45, the big 30 grand handicap today at Torsk, I picked out number 4 at 7 to 1. And I picked out number 14 at 14 to 1 for the each way bet. Number 4 won 7 to 1. But that's not the best part. My each way nap finished second, 18 to 1. So I had the first and second in the 5:45 at Torsk today. I love going for these big handicaps, and I have a couple of them coming up in this video for tomorrow, June the 1st. But that was fair going now, lads, in all fairness. That forecast was just over €116. A 7 to 1 and a 14 to 1 second. 18 to 1 second, sorry. So we'd say if I did have an bet in that race today and I'd done a tenner forecast, would have paid over 1,200 quid. But I didn't have a bet. So anyway, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 6 winners today. Right, I'm at the board and the shit out of you now enough. Move on to tomorrow. I've picked out LISTOWEL, which has 7 races, and then I went to Newbury for 6 races. And my nap, laptop keeps going, screen keeps going off. My nap, I have another nap for tomorrow, and I have 2 naps at Gordon Park in the same race. 2 big each way naps. Yeah, my original naps at Newbury. Anyway, look, we'll go into it quick. LISTOWEL tomorrow. The first race, the 147. I went for number 9. Salsinger. Darren O'Keefe to Bromhead. I think he's a strong favourite. Yeah, 11 to 10 favourites. So we always have to have an old punt against him. They always name out horses. Well, I always pick out horses that I can't pronounce. So I back him to win, number 9 in the first race of LISTOWEL. And I'd go for number 6 each way, which is 6 to 1 for that man again, Brian Hayes. He'll have 2 winners tomorrow, guaranteed. That's number 6, Poesta. P-O-E, don't mind me, number 6, Brian Hayes. Willie Mullins have a good few out tomorrow, and that's one of his second strings, right? So that's 9 to win and 6 each way in the first race tomorrow at LISTOWEL. The second race at LISTOWEL is the 222. And of course, being the 222, I had to go for number 2. So I didn't really fancy it in it. Number 2 is Diamond Tip. The jockey is wearing the Tipperary colours, and I'm a Tipperary man. And he is 10-1. So that's number 2 each way tomorrow in the second race. Sean Flanagan for Hassett. Third race for tomorrow at Listowel. You want to be following these? Now, I meant to say at the start again, thanks for all the subs. Means a lot to me. Right? You don't have to comment, you don't have to like, and you don't have to sub either. Just watch the videos. They're free tips, and you'll make a few bob somewhere. The third race is the 257 at Listowel, and I've picked out number 3, which is second favourite. Put a pound in the jar as the favourite for Tony Martin. I've picked out number 3, Whole Lot of Business. Gary Noonan for McCarthy. McCarthy's getting a few winners, lads, as well. Third last time out, 2 mile handicap hurdle. So number 3 is 4-1. Right, that's the third race. We move on to the fourth race. The 432. Beginner's Chase, 2 mile 3. I picked out number, now there's a money on shot in this for Gavin Cromwell, which should win. But I always back again. I always back against a money on shot. And the only thing I could find, the only horse I could find was number 5. Which is my 10-year-old son's name, Harry. So I went for number 5 tomorrow at 14-1. Walk Away Harry into 332 at Listowel. Now, move on to the 5th race, the 407. I went for number 5. There's a money on shot favourite for Willie Mullins. Paul Townends. I went for number 5, Jesse Evans, for Sam Ewing and Noel Meade. That's number 5, Jesse Evans. 3-1 second favourite. Right, the 6th race tomorrow at Listowel is the 442. I went for the second favourite again. Now this is an L Hunter's Chase, yeah, 3 mile Hunter's Chase. Edna Bulger has the favourite. She has two horses, or sorry, he have 2 horses in it. So I went for 2 in this race. I went for a number 11, which the favourite beat last time. The favourite is Solitary Man. 2-1 Edna Bulger. So I went for the second favourite, number 11, What Path, P-A-T-H, 5-1. And I also picked out number 7, Ambitious Fellow, at 10-1 each way. Right, so look, I'm going to have to give you the names and numbers. No point in going through the trainers and jockeys. The last race at Listowel tomorrow, I've also picked out 2 horses. Now it's a bumper, which you don't see very much, is a 2 mile 4 bumper at Listowel. So there's 11-8 favourites. I went for the second favourite, number 9, 2-1. The Little Ballerina, Mr. J. Dunn and Ian Patrick Donoghue. I think he'll beat the favourite. That's number 9. And then I went for number 11 in the same race. Echoes of Jane for Alex O'Sullivan and E. O'Sullivan. I think they're related. He's 12 to 1 each way. So that's 9 and 11 in the last race of LISTOWEL. Right. We'll move on like lightning. 15 minutes in. Newbury. Don't know why. There's not great racing tomorrow for a bank holiday. Tell you that now. I know it says the same every day, but next weekend is going to be massive. The Oaks and the Derby. But the first race at Newbury tomorrow, Monday the 1st of June, is the 2:15. Jeez, I was nearly going back to this older. The 2:15. I don't fancy the favours for some reason. So I went for number 12. Wintour. 8 to 1. Now most of these are first time out. There's only 2 horses after having a run. And they're top of the market, obviously. So I went for Clive Cox's horse. Number 12. 8 to 1 each way. Second race at Newbury is a 2:50. I'll get back to this horse in a few minutes. Number 3, River King. Ridden by Jeremy Wade. I'm only kidding. What was that? River Monsters. That's number 3 into 2:50 at Newbury. Pat Dobbs, Richard Hannon, 3 to 1. Move on fast now to the 3:25. The third race at Newbury. I went for number 3 again, which is the favourite. I can't see him being beaten. 13 to 8 favours. Jellystone Park. I've watched that race over and over again. Ron Hornby for Jack Shannon. He's an absolute banker, I think. That's number 3 into 3:25. The fourth race tomorrow at Newbury is the 4 o'clock. And I've gone for a joint favours. Number 2. It's a tough race. Spring Bloom. Jack Callan for Jay Butler. And number 2 in the 4 o'clock is 3 to 1. We're nearly there now. The fifth race tomorrow is the 4:35 at Newbury. And I've gone for number 7. There's a 6 to 4 favourite in it, but I don't fancy him. So I'm going with my old friend, who might even win the first race at Newbury, Jamie Spencer. He's banging in the winners lately. This is a 2-mile handicap. He's riding number 7, Valkyrie Royal. Probably didn't pronounce that right, but anyway. He's riding number 7 for Ian Williams. 8 runners, yeah, you'll get third. He's 12 to 1. That's number 7 in the 4:35. And the last race at Newbury is the 5:10. And I've gone for the second favours. Jamie Spencer's on the favours. And I'm backing against him. I've gone for the second favourite, number 4. Callum Rodriguez for Owen Burrs. Nanino Niati. That's number 4 in the 5:10 at Newbury. 4 to 1. Right, that wraps up LISTOWEL and Newbury. So now I'm going to go to my nap and my 2 big each way naps. So I'm going to go back to the 2:50 at Newbury for my main nap, which I told you earlier I'll go back to that. That's number 3, River King. Pat Dobbs for Richard Hannon. The 250 at Newbury is my nap, 3-1. Now we'll see can I do what I done today. And I found a big handicap at Gordon Park for the 2 big each way bets. The third race, the 234 at Gordon Park. Internet had not out us. Right, the 234 at Gordon Park. 19 declared to run, so you'll definitely have a 16 runner handicap. 1 mile 4. I've gone for number 15. The Boya. Number 15, the Boya. Luke McIntyre. For Ardonio. Luke is riding well. Now he's 20-1. That's number 15. The Boya. I'm some Boya. Plus I threw in number 13. Flying Fortress. This is the 234 now at Gordon Park. Big handicap. It's only worth 9 grand. Jeez. I turn in number 13. Flying Fortress. Gary Carroll for Gavin Cromwell. Now the 2 of those lads. He's 14-1. The 2 of those have a fair chance. Now I might never again pull off what I pulled off today. With an 8-1 winner and an 18-1 second. But I tell you, those 2 horses have a fair chance in that handicap tomorrow at Gordon Park. 20-1 or 14-1. Back a match I will, people. I'm only here to try and help you in getting an winner, you know what I mean? Give you a few they're not even professional tips, they're just my picks. So that's it. Always remember to gamble responsibly, never chase your money, and only bet what you can afford. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of the weekend. And back a couple of winners. I hope you backed a few of them winners today. Especially at Tursk. Sometimes you have to follow jockeys and trainers in form. Now Brian Hayes won that race today. He pissed it by 7 lengths. He had a triple yesterday at 2 different meetings. And he's going to have a double tomorrow. Guaranteed at LISTOWEL. That's it for now. I have 6 cans there in front of me now and I'm going to down them. It's 11:10 on a Sunday night. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and, with the help of God, walk away from drinking cigarettes completely. Go back and have a look at that video if you want that I made last year about being homeless. I went heavy. Very, very heavy on the drink. 7 nights a week. I was drinking 10 cans of cider 7 nights a week. I'm not going to bore the hell out of you. Go back and watch it if you want. I fell into a bad hole. I was never homeless in my life. So I got a taste of what Ireland has become today with all the homeless people. It's not a nice place. Anyway, we'll keep going. Stay safe and God bless. Kenny from Tipperary. Over and out.